So now we're going to do a left-handed magic circle. And I would normally do this in a different color, but all of my lefties for class want to make a yellow V. So from the inside, from front to back to go in, you're going to pull through. And remember, we're holding these two pieces. It would help if I pinch the right finger. If you're having too much trouble seeing exactly what I'm doing with my left hand, I do have a harder time holding it still, so you're welcome to look at the right hand videos, because I can't seem to keep it quite as still as I do my right-handed ones. And it always ends up a little looser too, which honestly, looser is not a bad thing. Okay, remember we're still just working around these two pieces right here. You're just doing your single crochets around that circle. The hardest part is that first little bit, and that little bit's tricky, and then your yarn does wiggle and move around on you. So if you don't get this the first 10, 20 tries, that's totally normal. For quite a while, I watched a video every single time I had to do one, because usually you do one and then you don't do it again for a while. You do a bunch of other stitches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did an extra stitch. Just totally fine. We're just gonna pull that out. Put my hook back in. Let's count again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're gonna pull the string on our hook, or not on our hook, on our circle. Pull it nice and tight. And now your first stitch to work into is this very tight little V right here at the bottom. And so if you're dealing with that being too tight, you can put a stitch marker in it before you tighten your magic circle. Okay, now we're going to do one more. See if maybe I can do this one a little faster. So remember, non-dominant hand. So the hand you're going to wrap your yarn around. And when you get it to the front, yarn is going over this finger, over your pointer finger. You've got it crossed, and you're pinching that cross in your middle finger and thumb. You're going to insert your hook from the front to the back. You're going to yarn over, pull that through, pull up on it just a little bit, make it easier to pull this through, yarn over and pull it through right there. Okay, now that you've got this, we're going to put some extra fingers inside, and then we're going to work around. Oops, this is right, keep your finger on that loop so you don't lose it. Now work around this to do your single crochets, because here the trick is just keeping everything from going to wibbly wobbly. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still need a couple more, but I'm running out of some yarn, so I'm just going to pull this tail a little bit, because you got to make sure it keeps working over that tail the whole time. Oh, it would help if I use my sticky fingers. So remember, your sticky fingers is your thumb and your middle finger to hold on to your piece. Okay, now let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There we go.